Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today's video was going to be a fun car vlog, and that is not going to happen now because today has been a shitty ass day. I'm going to rant. So, I'm going to try to make this kind of short because I could go on and on, but basically, my kids' bus company is the worst in the world. They're a joke. Everybody knows they're a joke. And this morning I got a phone call saying that Skylar's bus would be 15 to 20 minutes late picking him up. So his bus normally comes between 8 o'clock and 8:02. So I thought, okay, it'll be here between 8:15 and 8:20. So we went up to the bus stop at 8:10. Still early compared to the 15 to 20 minutes, whatever. But I noticed the other girl was not at the bus stop, and then the bus stop down the street that we can see, a different bus stop, nobody was there either. And I was like, if that bus already came, so help me God. I called transportation, and they had already come. They already came and picked up all the kids. So I said, okay, well, my son is here. You guys need to turn around and pick him up. And they refused. They absolutely refused to send a bus to pick up my son. I said, this is your guys' fault. We came up here later than usual because you said you were going to be late. And they were trying to justify it by saying that it was not their fault because the computer says that my son's pickup time is normally 7:48 a.m. So based on that, they weren't, like, we were late. It was our fault. And I was like, never, ever once has that bus ever come before 8 a.m. Not one time. I don't care what your computer says. I do not give a shit what your computer says. That bus has never been here before 8. So therefore, in my mind, the bus stop time or the pickup time is 8 a.m. So if you're saying you're running 15 minutes late, that means 8:15 in my mind. And they just did not care. They said, well, that's your fault because our computer says this and we're not sending a bus. Keep in mind, they are supposed to send either that bus to turn around and come back and get a kid, or send another bus in the area or something to come get your kid and take them to school if they missed the bus. And they refused. They wouldn't even get on to the radio with that bus driver and say, you missed a kid, can you turn around? They didn't even do that. They refused to send him a bus to pick him up. And normally I would be mad and say whatever and I'll drive you to school. But just so happened that today Savannah had a doctor's appointment and had to be there at 9. And at this time it was like 8:25 or something. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, great. Now I have to drive him to school and I'm going to be late taking her to her appointment. So that's what happened. I ended up having to drive him to school. And she was, I don't know, 2 minutes late to her appointment still. Yeah, I was so mad and sounding like a Karen. And guess what? I don't fucking care because that was not my fault what happened. Not at all. And I said, listen, you can ask that bus driver, what time do you normally pick up this stop? And they will tell you 8 o'clock. Doesn't matter what the computer says. So the first guy was an asshole and would not help me. So then a second guy called me back later who I guess is one step above him, and he was the exact same. He was an asshole, refused to listen to me, refused to listen to common sense that, hey, if I think it's 8 o'clock, then I would think 8:15 is the 15-minute late delay. And they just sound like young punks who just do not give a shit at all. I had called the superintendent's office just to go above all their heads because this is bullshit, and left a message. I finally just now got a call back from their office, and I talked to the sweetest guy, and he was very understanding of what happened and not happy with that bus company at all for what they did, especially for refusing to send a bus to pick up my son. Like, he said, I don't care. You have to send any bus to come get a kid that missed a bus. And they refused. He's like, I can't get past that. And he also understood that just because the computer says 7:48 doesn't mean that that's what time a bus gets to a stop every day. So he understood from my point of view that if they get there at 8 o'clock every day, that I would think 8:15 is the 15-minute delay. and he can look up and see what time the bus gets to the stop every morning. He has that, like, there's like a, what's it called? Like a ping when they get to their stop or something, and he can see what time that bus actually gets there every day. And he's gonna look, and he's like, if it says that it gets there between 7:59 and 8:02 every day, that means you're right, and you would know, 8:15, that would be the delay. But anyway, he was on my side. He was very nice about it, and he's gonna talk to them. And I think he's going to call me back later too. But anyway, that's what's going on with that. But that's not even what was the worst part. Not the worst part, but like, I don't know. The whole day just started off crappy because I was up all night. I was up all night last night. I was already in a bad mood. I didn't get any sleep last night. I felt nauseous all night for no reason. Then this happened with the bus. And then I called my husband after the bus situation to yell at him because I needed to yell at somebody.
And that's what you have a husband for.
Yep. And then he decided to tell me that while I'm in my pissed off mode, that somebody I used to work with died, so that was nice. Yeah, that sucked. I'm like, ugh. Why do you even tell me that? Why tell me that you have bad news for me? Anyway.
But like, back with the bus thing, like, I wasn't sure if it was an exact rule in the book that someone had to pick people up, but I did know that usually they are supposed to, because like, I've been on a bus in the past where we had to go back to get people. I've also been on a bus in the past where someone else from another bus like missed their bus, and we were the only bus in the area, so they sent us to go get the person, and we had to. Mm-hmm. And then if my bus driver refused, they would send someone else. But I've also been on at a time where I had to go on a different bus that was in the area. That was recently too. I was on a different bus that was in the area because my bus didn't show up. It was no call, no show. Mm-hmm. Because that's how our friggin' transportation
is a joke. It's the worst in the universe.
Like, our school, I don't know if it's the whole district, but my school at least, we adjusted our bell schedule like for the rest of the year to be 15 minutes later than usual, just because so that just because buses are late. Mm-hmm.
That's how bad it is. The schools had to change their schedule. The school. That's fucked up. Anyway, it's only 11 a.m., guys, and this is what's happening.
I got one thing out of it.
So yeah, that's been my day so far. And then Savannah had therapy and also a doctor's appointment. Both. Back to back. Med check.
My tummy hurts.
Did you just fart?
No, that was my foot.
Oh.
Like this.
It sounds like a fart.
No, my tummy hurts because I have to audition today. Like, a couple hours after I get to school, I have to audition for a speaking role, and I'm really, really nervous because I have to audition in front of my crush, and I don't know. I practiced a little bit, but I'm scared that I'm gonna, like, do it really bad and then, like, not get it, or, like, people are gonna make fun of me or be mad at me. I really want the part.
You're gonna do really good.
My tummy's hurting.
Excuse me. I just hope that you and Emily are allowed to audition together, because I think that your chemistry together would shine through.
I don't know how she's gonna do it. Because basically last time, well, it's different, but like when I was in sophomore year, she said, stand up if you want one of these speaking roles. Everyone that stood up spoke a line, and then she chose who she wanted, and I got one.
I beg your pardon, but do call me wenches if you need anything. After all, they are here to make this feast comfortable. Guests must never leave phones on the table. Always hide them under your chairs.
But I feel like trying out for the jester, there would be much more to it than that, because you have to have some sort of personality, I think.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm like hoping. But I don't know how she's gonna do it either, because I don't know if she's just gonna have us read one line or read all of the lines.
I don't know.
And then there's also a couple other parts people are gonna audition for today. Ooh, that is today, so I get to watch my crush audition if he chooses to do that.
If he auditions to be a girl, that's
the bald
so
wife.
Funny.
Oh, that would be so good. Oh my god, and I get to wear a crazy jester outfit if I get the part.
That's gonna be such a crazy week too, because there's the 3 madrigal shows and then your 5.0 ceremony.
Mm-hmm. And also that weekend, besides the actual shows, well, the week before the shows, every single night we have like 4-hour rehearsals.
It's gonna be such a busy week.
Yeah, so we have 4-hour long like rehearsals, and then the weekend of the show we have to set up everything and take it all down because we're the seniors and stuff, so we have to do everything, and then we have to, you know, like stay after, and then we have like a little mini party. Oh, this Saturday is my costume getter.
What?
Costume try on.
It is?
Where I'm getting fitted for my costume Saturday.
Oh. I wish I was recording earlier before we left the doctor's office because Savannah kept messing up her words again. It's always so funny, the shit that comes out of her mouth.
That's what's gonna happen when I audition.
No. I think she was trying to say biscuit and bagel at the same time, and it came out biscle.
Biscle. And I said it twice!
Then, like 10 minutes apart, she did the exact same thing. She said a bacon egg biscle.
And I was so surprised because I was like, how did I make that same mistake the exact same way after I already learned my lesson?
Anyway, we're just sitting here at the park, like wasting time because she has like a few minutes
Of study hall
left.
And I have nothing to do because I did all my homework because I'm a good student.
So I'm just gonna drive her up there. The school's like right behind us. Drop her off right at her lunch hour instead. All right, well, what time is it?
10, 12.
So you got 2 minutes. We may as well drive up there.
Whatever. I'm nervous. I don't want to go to school.
Everybody wish Savannah luck on her little audition. I'm sure it'll go great if you just loosen up, you know. Loosen yourself up. Be yourself. Be yourself.
I
That's
gotta
the thing.
bounce off Emily's energy.
That's the thing. You have such a great personality. You need to just be yourself for this audition, you know? Because you're not yourself at school. You're such a reserved quietness of yourself. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you go for now. I'm sorry that this video was just mostly a rant. Now I'm talking wrong. Mostly a rant because I wanted it to be a fun vlog, but I had to rant. Mace. Because this pissed me off, guys. This really pissed me off. Tell me in the comments, if you have kids, wouldn't that piss you off if the rule is that somebody has to get your kid and take them to school, but like they refused? Like, wouldn't this whole thing piss you off? Just tell me in the comments.
Validate her anger.
Yes, please do that. All right, well, anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, poopies. Oh.